If you want cheap and reliable coins, head on over to my sponsor AOEA.com and use my code VIC for 3% off.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 21 video. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the Atlanta Falcons with the new addition of Kyle Pitts. And the defense really sucked for the Atlanta Falcons. It still sucks, but they didn't really have anything at pick 4. I think Michael Parsons or Patrick Surtain was the best defensive player in the class, but it wasn't anything worth picking up at number 4. Could have gone quarterback at that position, but I think Matt Ryan may have a few years left in him if Julio can stay healthy and his offense can stay healthy. Anyways, we're going to find that out today with Matt Ryan. So this is the overlook of the team. Obviously, Matt Ryan here, Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones. I gave Kyle Pitts superstar development as he is an 82 overall. I don't think Madden will probably not give him 82, probably a 77, 76. But Matt Ryan, I do want to get rid of after a couple years because his contract is insane. It's already rumored in real life that Matt Ryan might get cut in a couple years or next year or even this year because he takes up $40 million in cap over the next 2 years to be an 85 overall player, and he'll probably be an 80 overall by the end of the season. And Jake Matthews, another terrible contract from the Falcons. I look to trade him as well. You guys may see this as unrealistic, but I can't rebuild a team that's paying a left tackle $20 million a year to be an 81 overall. I know left tackle is a premium position, but 81 overall and paying $20 million a year, that's like one of the highest paid left tackles in the league. I'm pretty sure Ronnie Stanley, the Ravens superstar left tackle, is being paid less. And also Dante Fowler Jr., 73 overall with star development, has a horrible contract and will be paid $18 million next year. Terrible, backloaded all of their contracts. They're going to be screwed on cap. Dante Fowler Jr. does not deserve that contract at all. So let's just move into the trades. So I'm trading away Jake Matthews, but I'm swapping him with the Colts, and I'm getting Braden Smith, and I'm giving away a 4 and a 6, so that way it makes it a little bit better since Braden Smith is 3 overall hires, and he doesn't have a big contract like Jake Matthews does, so hopefully this balances it out a little bit. Next, we're trading away Dante Fowler Jr., a 3rd and a 5 for the left end Eric Armstead to the 49ers. They needed a right outside linebacker. I mean, they're already overpaying their players as well. Well, not really. I mean, Jaquiski Tartt, man, I'll talk about this later though. So next, we're trading away our bunch of just dead cap room. I don't need these players. A bunch of free safeties, tight end, a defensive back with just overloaded cap room. And they're like the Cowboys. They just hand out unnecessary contracts. So I'm just trading them all away for a 3rd round pick just to dump out their contracts. And now I'm trading away Hayden Hurst because he did say he wanted to be tight end number 1 whenever he went to Atlanta, and a 5th round pick for the defensive back Dante Jackson. Young star development. Panthers need a tight end. We gave him one. He wanted to be tight end number 1, so I made that happen as well. So we're also picking up Richard Sherman in free agency because, oh my God, the Falcons secondary is so garbage. And I also want to pick up one more player. I could pick up Mitchell Schwartz. I just don't think he'll go there. But Malik Hooker, I can see going to the Falcons. Same with Richard Sherman. I mean, Richard Sherman does want to return to Seattle or the Niners, or he wants to... just the Seattle or the Niners, I'm pretty sure. But still, he might go to the Falcons. Who knows? I need secondary help, so I need him on this team. I could pick up Mitchell Schwartz, the right tackle, but I don't want to. Moved Braden Smith to left tackle as well. But anyways, as I was explaining before, I got Eric Armstead because I don't think the Niners would mind too much giving up Eric Armstead. They have so many replacements. They also have D Ford to replace him. They traded away DeForest Buckner to the Colts because they couldn't pay him. The 49ers have so much defensive line pressure that I don't even think they would mind that trade because they have so many insane pieces. I probably should have given them more draft picks anyways, but I think that was a relatively fair trade for both sides. So let's get to the midseason. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a win to the Carolina Panthers as we are 7-1. That is what I'm talking about. Top of the division with Matt Ryan, above the 7-1 Buccaneers, so it is very highly contested right now. And looking into it, Young Hoku, 81 overall. Normal development. Of course, I want him back. He's a legend. I mean, I'll just give him this contract, even though I could pick him up cheaper in free agency. See he signs Cordero Patterson. I don't care. And then Jalen Mayfield is a rookie. I don't know why he isn't on a rookie contract. No, he's not a rookie undrafted free agent. He would have a lower overall. I want to re-sign Richard Sherman and Malik Hooker, but I'll do that later, I guess, since I can't do it now. So let's get to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, coming off a loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as we finished 10-6. Quite a drop off of the second half of the season. Talk about second half chokers, who are the Atlanta Falcons, second in the division behind the 12-4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Matt Ryan was a stud. Show me league MVP, baby. Matt Ryan, league MVP. That's what I was talking about. A few years left in the tank. Best offense in the NFL as well. And we were 10-6, 20th best defense. Yikes. Okay, I thought we were doing better than that. Matt Ryan, almost 5,000 yards, 45 TDs, 12 interceptions. Mike Davis did pretty solid for someone who's only an 81 overall, 9 TDs. Receiving Julio, oh my God, 1,800 yards, 16 touchdowns. You dirty dog, Julio. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Defensively, Deion Jones with the most tackles on the team. Tackles for a loss is going to be 9 for Brandon Copeland, and sacks is going to be 6.5 for Grady Jarrett. Interceptions, 5 for Richard Sherman. That's what I'm talking about. Pretty great. Safeties on the team is going to be 0, and defensive touchdowns on the team is going to be 0. So our defense, I would have liked more sacks and a little bit more interceptions from across the team. But anyways, beggars can't be choosers. So let's see if we can beat the Seattle Seahawks, Richard Sherman's former team, to see if we can win. And looking into it, yes, we can. We're okay. Never mind. We're gonna lose this. We've already choked against the Dallas Cowgirls. The Atlanta Falcons choked at the beginning of the season. Whoa, hold on. Never mind. Do you guys remember the time whenever the Atlanta Falcons choked like a 30-point lead against the Cowboys in the beginning of the season? Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, but never mind. Let's get into this game against Tampa Bay. Here we are against Tampa Bay, 6-7, second quarter, and we are really still down, 13-7 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just back and forth, 13-14. Come on, we need a 2-point conversion later, I guess. And come on, in the fourth quarter, can we at least get a field goal? My God, please hurry up. Please, 16-14, we got the field goal, but they take us by 1 point, 16-17. We're going to lose in the conference championship. That really sucks. So here we are after the conference championship and in the offseason as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win it all against the Browns, and Matt Ryan won MVP and all that other stuff, so it really doesn't matter to me. And retirements, what do we got here? NFC South, nobody. So wait, why did I just go to the NFC? Wait, yeah, we are in the NFC South. For some reason I thought the Buccaneers weren't in the NFC South, and then I was thinking of the Buccaneers, and I was thinking of the Falcons. I don't know. I got confused. I want to re-sign Malik Hooker, so I will do that now as he re-signs. Richard Sherman here, 84 overall. I would like to re-sign him for 1 year, but we don't have any cap room because we're taking on a bunch of dead cap, and I believe some cap penalties from Jake Matthews and Dante Fowler Jr., which I'm okay with as long as they're not on the team. I'm not tagging you for $16 million, Richard Sherman. I'm sorry. I like you, but I don't like you that much. But anyways, guys, now we're going to look into the team to see if there's any development upgrades and looking into it. Matt Ryan is now an 83 overall with morale, superstar development. See, that's what I hate about this game. He wins MVP, but he goes down in overall. That is the dumbest thing ever. Why is that a thing? He just won the league MVP, claiming he's the best player in the league, but he goes from an 85 to an 83, but now he is superstar. No, stupidest thing in the game. Foesada Luukon now has star development. That's why I moved into outside linebacker. Foesada Luukon progresses insanely good in simulation. So let's just get to free agency. Here we are after free agency, and we apparently only had a slight bit of money, even though I thought we didn't have any money. So we picked up Sidney Jones, just depth player, not really that good. So here we are in the draft, picking up a center, 76 overall normal development. I believe we had like a 60 overall center last season, so I would definitely gladly spend my first round pick on this guy anyways. And here we are after the draft, picking up Kareem Jackson. We have like a 66 overall strong safety. I just want someone to fill the position, and that 66 overall free safety will not do the job. So I'm definitely picking up Kareem Jackson and looking into the team after the draft. The offensive line has improved with that center. I still like that rookie right tackle that we had from last year. So overall, not that great, not that good either. Both sides, meh. Matt Ryan, I need to draft his replacement next season. The draft class for QBs wasn't really that good this year. So here we are at the midseason mark as we are coming off a loss to the football team. 2-5, bottom of the division, doesn't make any sense at all. Our team improved. Not really. I guess we lost Richard Sherman. We have to pay the left tackle Braden Smith, and look at that. I only have to pay him $10.4 million a year compared to Jake Matthews, who's being paid $20.4 million a year. I'd much rather have Braden Smith, and he's not regressing either. He's a higher overall, much better. Dante Jackson, definitely re-signed. Foesada Luukon just got to dev up, and he's a god in simulation. Definitely want him back as well. And looking into Russell Gage, I just don't need you. I mean, sure, you're 78 with star, but like I have Julio and I have Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts. You're just an unneeded player. Darren Hall and Isaiah Oliver. I almost said Isaiah. Isaiah Oliver and 76 overall normal development. I do want him back because he was on a cheap deal and he's super young, so he'll be a great depth player. And Richie Grant, he shouldn't have that contract. He should have a 4-year contract just like every other rookie, unless it was something else. So anyways, guys, let's get to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, coming off a loss to the New Orleans Saints, as we actually didn't make the playoffs. Not a surprise there. We were 2-5, and we finished 3-13. Only won one more game after the midseason. Okay, Matt Ryan did not do bad either. I don't think it's MVP, but close to it, as he finishes 7th. Okay, not really that close to MVP, but still a great season for him. 16th best offense in the NFL. Defense is 30th. How is the defense 30th? The defense is not that bad. Guys, please tell me in the comments what defensive playbook schemes works. Mike Davis was not that good this year. Julio was great. 1,400 yards, 11 TDs. Calvin Ridley, 1,000 yards with 8. Deion Jones, 117 tackles. Tackles for a loss is going to be 15 for Marlon Davidson. Nice to see. And 9 sacks for Eric Armstead. I'd like a little bit more production from him. 2 interceptions for Kareem Jackson. Safeties on the team is 0, and defensive touchdowns on the team is 0. So please comment down below what good defensive playbooks they are, because I need to know that. So let's just move into the offseason. Here we are in the offseason as the Chicago Bears beats the Cleveland Browns, and looking into it, the Falcons did not win any awards apparently, and strong safety won the Super Bowl MVP, Will Parks. I don't know who that is, probably CPU generated or a rookie I've never heard about. So anyways, guys, NFC South, nobody here that I really care about that retired, just a Panther and a Buccaneer. And Russell Gage, again, like I said before, 79, didn't progress to a superstar. If he got superstar, I would have gave it to him, but of course, not with those stats. He's not getting superstar. So anyways, guys, looking into the team, Matt Ryan has X Factor, but he's a 74 overall. How? Stupidest thing in the game. I will mention it over and over again. You are in the running for MVP, yet you regress in overall. The dumbest thing. I don't care if his age is really bad. If we were playing by actual simulation and by these rules in real life, Tom Brady would have been out of the league at the age of like 28, because he was like a 54 overall whenever he first entered Madden, and just like whatever development. I don't even think there's development whenever he entered Madden. He's too old. So let's just get to free agency. Here we are in free agency with no money, of course, because, you know, dead cap penalties, and I'm going to have to get rid of Matt Ryan anyways. So we were in the draft picking up Matt Ryan's replacement, 74 with hidden, and also Matt Ryan's a 74 with Superstar X Factor, so this is the exact same thing basically if he has X Factor. So this is the overlook of the team after the draft. Hopefully this guy just has more than star dev, because I'm going to need to make up time because I couldn't draft a rookie QB in year 1 because the draft class really sucked for it. I'm going to cut Matt Ryan. How much? I will lose $3 million cutting him, but that will be good for the future. So I'm just going to continue to cut him, because even though we quote unquote lost $3 million from cutting him, we still saved $23 million. And it's kind of weird to think about, but in the process, we did actually save money, especially for the future. So anyways, guys, it is time to move into the midseason. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a win to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and looking into it, let's see what our record is. We are, 1-6. Was Matt Ryan supposed to do any better? Okay, Calvin Ridley is here. Of course, I want him back. 94 superstar development. Of course, I'm going to up the salary as always, and he resigns the team. Grady Jarrett, I want back. He has been producing numbers. I need something. Like, I've been told the Baltimore's playbook, it gives me sacks, but I've used Baltimore playbook multiple times. I don't know if there's a certain scheme I'm supposed to add with Baltimore's playbook, but it doesn't give me sacks. Nothing gets me sacks. I need a good defensive playbook. Please comment that down below. It'd definitely be useful. So anyways, guys, on that, it is time to move into the playoffs. So here we are in the offseason as the Saints beat the Colts in the Super Bowl, and the Colts made it to the Super Bowl with Jake Matthews. I just realized that's kind of disappointing to see that our team didn't make it, but Jake Matthews did, but I'm kind of glad he lost because I don't want to lose that trade. Anyways, looking into it, apparently nobody from our team retires again. That's great to see. I'm glad to see Julio Jones is not retiring. He's having amazing seasons anyways. So looking into it, everyone else here, I don't have an interest for anyone here at all. I don't really care. So anyways, guys, on that, let's look into the team to see if there is any development upgrades, and looking into it. Rookie QB has superstar development. He definitely came with that because he did not have a good stat line. He was all right in yards, just not so great in touchdowns. He was meh in touchdowns. Julio Jones is still regressing. Again, another stupid feature. I'm going to mention it over and over again throughout the video. Why is he regressing? He's having a beast of a season. Should be a 99 overall. I don't care what his age is. He should be a beast. Foes Lucan, superstar development. That's why you always get Foes Lucan. Even trade for Foes Lucan. The dude is a beast in simulation regardless of his age. He's insane. Absolutely love what we have with this team. Anyways, let's get to free agency. Here we are after free agency as we picked up Kareem Hunt. We need a halfback. Mike Davis was honestly not doing that bad. Kind of liked what we had, but he kind of regressed. Rashawn Gary here and Matthew Ioannidis. So I'll probably move to a 4-3 defense. So anyways, guys, let's move into the draft. Here we are in the draft, trading away a second, a third, and a sixth for the Honey Badger himself. And he's like 33, 32. He's gonna like retire in like 2 years. So trading a second, a third, and a sixth for a player that's gonna retire in 2 years, that's great value for the Chiefs. Next, we're trading away a first-round pick, aka the pick number 8. Pick number 8 in the draft for a young 91 overall left guard. Definitely worth it. I think I overpriced this, but still, I think it's worth it. So this is the overlook of the team after the draft going into, I believe, what is the final season. Offensive line looks a lot better. I'm really happy with it. Defense looks a lot better as well. I actually stayed in a 3-4 because I looked up apparently the Ravens 3-4 disguise defense gets you a lot of sacks. That's apparently what gets you the most amount of sacks. So I will try that the best I can. I don't really know if it's going to work that much, but still, superstar pass rush all over the board. Absolutely great. Love to see it. So anyways, guys, apart from that, I'd say it's time to move in to the playoffs, to the midseason mark is what I meant to say. So here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a loss against the Green Bay Packers, Rashawn Gary's former team and Elton Jenkins' former team. Looking into it, we are 4-3, top of the division. You absolutely love to see it. And looking into it, Julio Jones' contract is here, but just like every season in the final season, we don't need to re-sign anybody because it is the final season. We're making a final push here. So anyways, guys, on that, it's time to move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, coming off a loss to the Carolina Panthers as we are 8-8 here to face the 9-7 Packers, who we lost to at the midseason mark. 8-8, top of the division. And wow, he did moderately good. Touchdowns, I'd like it to be a little bit more, but that's pretty solid. 14th best offense, 6th best defense. Okay, so Ravens playbook, 3-4 disguise is what really makes it happen. 32 TDs, 13 interceptions. Kareem Hunt, 13 TDs is what I like to see. Not very many yards. Julio Jones is still a stud, but he'll continue to regress. And Kyle Pitts is a stud as well. 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. Deion Jones here with the most tackles on team. Tackles for a loss is going to be 18 for Eric Armstead. Sacks on team is going to be 10 for Grady Jarrett. Okay, first double-digit sack of the entire rebuild, so happy with that. 3 interceptions for Sidney Jones. Safeties on the team is going to be 2 for Matthew Ioannidis and 1 for Deion Jones. That's a lot of safety. That's pretty good. Defensive touchdowns is 0, though. Still, I'm glad to see that our defense actually performed higher than our offense. So let's please beat the 9-7 Green Bay Packers. We're 8-8. We lost to them at the midseason, but just barely, though. Maybe we can beat them here, turn the tides. Yes, we can. We beat the Packers. And now the 9-7... Okay, the 9-7 LA Rams. I'm not going to hop into this. I never hop into wild card or divisional round games. You guys know that already. I'll only hop into it if I desperately want to play it. But they're 9-7. We could be able to beat them. We do. That's great. Oh, no. We're facing simulation god Justin Fields. Zach Wilson and Justin Fields are built different in simulation here. Same with Baker Mayfield and Cam Newton and players like that. And Money Mitch Trubisky. Bears quarterbacks are just gods in simulation. So let's just move into it. Here we are against the Bears, and that is just an open dot to Kyle Pitts. And we're just going to take this game away. I have to hop in, of course, because the Bears are 12-4 and we're 8-8. So of course you have to have me hop in. But I'm going to stop hopping in because we're up 28-3. Oh wait, no, I'm getting flashbacks. The 28-3. No. Whatever, it's 35-10. Now we actually came back. Yeah, absolutely zero chance. 35 seconds. Imagine they came back 35-10 with 30 seconds left. So here we are in the Super Bowl here to face the 8-8 Chargers, 2 8-8 teams. I don't think anyone would have expected that. I'm going to have to hop in and kind of control it myself because that's the only way you can kind of win in simulation. It's not really simulation at that point, but still looking into it, Kyle Pitts, 99 overall, superstar X Factor. Definitely a successful rebuild since we got Kyle Pitts to his absolute full potential here. I gave him double me, and now he's getting grab and go as well. And I'll give him reach for it. Why not? So offensively, just looks amazing. Why is Julio Jones still regressing? And looking into it, defensively, Deion Jones finally a superstar development. He's been having stud seasons back to back, but they wouldn't give it to him. Eric Armstead is now superstar X factor as well. It's stupid to give a defensive end reinforcement, so I gave him a unstoppable force. I'm not even gonna hop into it with him, so I don't even know why I'm doing that. So let's just move into the Super Bowl against the Chargers. Here we're in the Super Bowl against the Chargers, as it is 35-31, 17 seconds left. I've basically been playing like the second half all by myself. Now I'm just going to drain out this clock and then just finish the game. Just play the key moments, skip this, and boom, we've won the Super Bowl. 35-31 against the Los Angeles Chargers. I know you guys didn't really get to see much of that, but still, it matters that we won, and I got it because I had to play like half the game myself. So anyways, guys, the Atlanta Falcons are your Super Bowl champions, as we didn't choke the Super Bowl. So let's get to the MVP. Your Super Bowl MVP is Kareem Hunt, 18 carries, 118 yards. That's like averaging 10 per carry, 2 touchdowns, and 51 was his longest rush. Well-deserved Super Bowl MVP, averaging 10 yards per carry. Great game for him. Actually, I just did the math in my head. I am really retarded. That's not averaging 10 yards per carry. That would be 180 yards, which would be amazing. But still, you guys get the gist. He had a great game overall. Kyle Pitts, 99 overall, superstar X Factor. Definitely a successful rebuild now that we've got that done. Super happy with this rebuild. Super happy with this team overall. Comment down below which team you'd like me to do next. I think I'm doing Jamar Chase and Jalen Waddle. I think I'm just going in order. But if you would like me to skip the order and go straight to your team, just comment it down below and I will. So anyways, guys, apart from that, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.